Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
My name is Steve Carper. I'm the campus president here at the Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare of Herzing University. I am pleased to welcome all of you to our commencement ceremony. Most especially, welcome and congratulations to our graduates. This is a wonderful moment of celebration for everyone here today. Above all, for you, our graduates. Through your talent, hard work, accomplishments, and determination, you have earned this day of recognition, reflection, and celebration. This is your day. So sit back, take a deep breath, look around at your friends and family, and enjoy every minute of this very special commencement day. Today we celebrate the success of our graduates in our health and wellness programs. Those programs are therapeutic massage, chiropractic technician, insurance billing and coding, personal fitness training, and medical office administration. All of you have worked very hard to get here today. You have questioned and learned from each other, from our faculty, and from alumni and community members, both on and off campus. You have ventured forth to volunteer, launch new clubs and organizations, do internships, externships, and clinicals. All of you have left your mark on our university and the community and others near and far. We ask that you stay in touch, fill us in. Let us know, or let us help you celebrate passing your exams, your certification exams, getting a new job, deciding to return to school to further your education. Please let us stay in touch, let us know so that we can continue to support and cheer you on. Congratulations, graduates. We are so very proud of you. And now I'd like to welcome Lee O'Donnell to the podium. Lee is our department chair in the personal fitness training program, and she will lead us in our invocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today to honor the Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare graduates. We are requesting that you join us in recognizing this graduating class. It is our request that you would send your positive energy and good thoughts to these graduates. For those who will pursue further education, grant not only the knowledge they will need in their chosen fields, but also the wisdom how to apply that knowledge as life brings it to them. For those who will be going directly into the workforce, give a sense of what is right and good and appropriate in the often confusing issues they will face. For those in the military service, may they draw courage and strength from all of you. May they serve our country and all of humanity with integrity and honor. For all of these graduates and the families of which they are a part, we ask that they may make a significant contribution to the general welfare of society. May they especially be a blessing to those whose lives they personally touch. Thank you, and best of luck, graduates. And now Steve would like to tell you a little bit about who is seated on the stage.
I have the distinct pleasure to introduce some very special people involved here with the university. Starting from your left, Dr. Henry Herzing. He is the co-founder and Chancellor Emeritus of the university. We have Renee Herzing, the university president. Dr. Doherty, who is our keynote speaker. Stephanie Kidd, our director of career development and student services. Debbie Stogdale, our department chair for the therapeutic massage program. Dr. Brenton Thomas, department chair for our chiropractic tech and health and wellness programs. And then Leo Donald, department chair for the personal fitness training program. At this time, I'd also like to take a moment to recognize our esteemed faculty. Our faculty members come from a wide array of education and professional backgrounds. They work tirelessly to coach and mentor our students so that they can become members of the health and wellness industry. I would like to recognize all of them for their hard work, dedication to our students, and thank them for helping students reach this wonderful milestone in their lives. Faculty, would you please stand and be recognized? I'd also like to recognize our graduates and any of our guests here tonight who have served in the military, our military veterans or are currently serving in the military forces. So if you could please stand so we could recognize you as well. And finally, I would like to thank the members of the Student Council who have helped put together today's ceremony. We appreciate your hard work in making this a successful event for our graduates. Student Council members, current and past, please stand. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our keynote speaker, Dr. Doherty. He holds a wide array of degrees, including doctorates in both law and education. He is an attorney, CPA, and adjunct instructor of business law, international business at the Florida State University. With advanced degrees in accounting, business administration, public administration, and a number of foreign languages, he served as a U.S. Army officer and diplomat for nearly 32 years, retiring in 1992 as colonel. Among his other interests are opera, mixed martial arts, and massage therapy, wherein he has attained national certification in prenatal and postpartum care. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Robert Doherty.
Good afternoon, Chancellor and Mrs. Herzing, President Carper, teachers, family, and friends of today's new diploma holders and graduates. 'Tis the human touch in this world that counts, the touch of your hand in mine, which means much more to this lonely heart than shelter or bread or wine. For shelter is gone when the night is over, and bread lasts just a few days. But the touch of your hand and the sound of your voice sing on in my soul always. Graduation speeches are often notable for one special quality. They are usually given on occasions at which those for whom the speech is principally intended are so excited to get to the end of the ceremony to celebrate that what is said might just as well have been rendered in Eskimo, Swahili, or Martian. I get that. Nonetheless, I have a job to do, and I will do it. The little poem is for you graduates. A little poem which, as you know from watching me, I memorized a long, long time ago. And the first time I read it, I shed a tear. This little poem is for you because without that human touch, most of you could not possibly do your job. Whether it be massage therapy or a personal trainer, or even the maintenance of medical records whose owners depend on you to both inscribe and safeguard their health histories and confidential information. Today I'd like you to remember 3 things that I tell you. Only 3. And there will be 1, 2, and 3. First of all, today is only the commencement of your professional life. That base starting point whence you can prepare for state exams, and I think that pertains to all of you, and get the license which will legitimize your work. You will discover soon enough that there is plenty more for you to learn. You massage therapists, for example, have now earned 50 credits in massage therapy courses. You're only 24 credits short of an associate degree in massage therapy, and several of you will be receiving that degree in a few minutes. Continuing education is a lifelong habit that you must develop to retain and improve your knowledge and skills. The state requires it for licensed retention and renewal, but the desire to learn must come from within you. That hunger to learn is never completely satisfied, but you get a high each time that you heed its call. The high that you are experiencing today, right now. As of today, you are now soldiers in the ever-growing army of Herzing University graduates, alumni of an international institution that will be there for you when you need it, that is ready to help you along this endless road of learning. You can never learn too much about your profession, and you can never know enough to equip you for all of its challenges. Things that your teachers have stressed, like the importance of good body mechanics. I'm sure your massage therapy teachers stress it, the personal trainer. They also have to be aware of their body. To avoid the scourge of carpal tunnel syndrome, for example, lower back pain and muscle fatigue can and will enable you to exercise your profession high into your senior years, as I do. This brings me to my second point, the importance of a positive attitude. When you answer the phone, for example, smile. The person on the other end will hear it in your voice and be positively disposed to interact with you. You are in complete charge of your attitude, only you. You can be a ray of sunshine or a harbinger of doom. That's your own decision. A good attitude will get you just as many clients, perhaps even more, than a broad knowledge of Oriental modalities. Human beings go to massage therapists, and I know this from experience, to get relief, not grief. Grief they have, that's why they come to see you. Problems they have, they come to see you to get rid of them or help forget them for a while. So lift their spirits with your own buoyancy, and this pertains equally to personal trainers. I'm sure many of you have heard of Chris and Heidi Powell from Extreme Weight Loss on television. I love to watch them because they have such a great attitude, because they also are tough lovers. You know that. They don't cut any slack. Your encouraging attitude will help your clients to overcome their fears and doubts about their physical and emotional strengths. And if you've ever seen the reality show, Biggest Losers, you understand the power of positive thinking. But remember, if you're spotting someone in a bench press with free weights, get a second spotter if the weight exceeds your own, or think about getting extra liability insurance. Having spoken of continuing education and the importance of a positive attitude, I come now to my third and final point of the day, which is the importance of self-esteem. A sense of self-worth, a pride in being who you are, must be earned. It can never come from the end of a pistol. Your self-esteem got a booster shot today with completion of your academic work, something that no one can ever take away from you. Education is a great way to raise your self-esteem, maybe the greatest. That's why I continue at my age to take credit courses, not old-timers courses, not auditors courses at Florida State University. A few months ago, I watched on television a high school GED ceremony being conducted inside a state prison in Florida. The graduates were all adjudicated felons who had abandoned school early on in life to pursue a life of crime. Believing that nobody is beyond redemption, I was brought to tears upon seeing these hardened men receive their diplomas. Our society must always hold out a ray of hope for all of its members, even the most hardened criminals. So continue to study and learn. Each credit hour, each continuing education unit will give you eternal currency in knowledge and self-confidence. This self-confidence will translate into a positive attitude about yourself, enhancing thus your self-esteem and projecting it to anyone whom you encounter. Remember, you get only one chance to make a first impression. You can lose a limb in an accident. You can lose money in a bad investment. You can lose your home in a tornado, but you can never lose the value of your education. It appreciates as long as you live. I've kept my promise to talk about three things today: continuing education, attitude, and self-esteem. I will now close with a final test for you, a test that you must administer to yourself, a test that will tell you whether your life's efforts have actually borne fruit. This test comes in the form of a poem. It's called The Man in the Glass. There is one word in the poem, the word pelf, P-E-L-F, which I would not expect you to know. Old people like me might know it. And it means ill-gotten gain or booty or wealth or simply money. P-E-L-F. This word is the key to understanding the poem, and I commend it to you as a word worthy of addition to your vocabulary. When you get what you want and you'll struggle for pelf, and the world makes you king for a day, just go to the mirror to look at yourself to hear what that guy has to say. For it isn't your mother or father or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in your life is the one looking back from the glass. Some people may say you're a straight-shooting chum and call you a wonderful guy, but the man in the glass says you're only a bum if you can't look him square in the eye. He's the fellow to please. Never mind all the rest, for he's with you right up to the end, and you've passed your most difficult, challenging test if the man in the glass is your friend. You may fool the whole world down this pathway of years, and get pats on your back as you pass, but your final reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated the man in the glass.
Thank you, Dr. Doherty. It is now time for the presentation of diplomas. First row, please rise. We will start with our diploma in chiropractic technician. Jaquita L. McCullough, with honors. Rebecca A. Minershagen, with honors. Next is our diploma in insurance and billing coding. Insurance billing and coding. Chelsea Joy Beverness. Diploma in therapeutic massage. Suzanne Lynn Burke. Loy Marie Branson, with honors, Student Council. Brianna L. Bullington, with honors, Student Council. Jayla Butler. Amanda Chestnut. Nicole R. Dawson. Jennifer R. Hedrick, with honors. Jeannie Lynn Heller. Tara L. Hendricks, with honors, Student Council. Stephanie M. Johnson, with honors. Emily Ruth Kasperick. Kendra Plank, with honors. Denise M. Stolzenberg, with honors. Holly A. Toman. Avery Valdez, with honors. Sharon Wedberg, with honors. Chris Whitmarsh, Student Council. Sarah Suzanne Worthington, with honors, Student Council. Jennifer L. Young. We'll now begin our associate degrees, starting with the Associate of Science in Medical Office Administration, Paris Morris, with honors. Associate of Science in Personal Fitness Training, Jacob Edward Anderson, Student Council. Stacy Beeman. And finally, our Associate of Science in Therapeutic Massage, Nikki Bonner. Angelique Weeks. Congratulations, graduates. I'd now like to welcome Debbie Stockdale up to the podium who will chat a little bit about some awards.
Every year, Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare takes time to recognize some outstanding members of its student population. The Spirit Award is presented to the student who has demonstrated a positive attitude throughout his or her time at Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare. Chosen by his or her peers, the Spirit Award winner is enthusiastic about education, his or her chosen profession, and the success of his or her peers. When they vote, we tell students to choose a peer who they think embodies everything we want an OSMHC student to be. I am pleased to announce this year's Spirit Award winner, Sarah Worthington. The Student of the Year Award. Our final award is the Student of the Year Award. This award is selected by the faculty and staff and is designed to recognize a student who has shown excellence in attitude, work ethic, professionalism, and support to his or her peers. This year's winner of the Student of the Year Award is Loy Branson.
Hi guys, my name is Stephanie Kidd, and I'm the Director of Career Development and Student Services for the Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare. I have had the privilege to work with these graduates both as a faculty member and as a guide as they transition from their lives as students into their lives as professionals. My job is unique in that I tend to stay connected with our students throughout their entire program. I meet them when they first enroll with Jill or Angie, and I talk them through what it will take to be a student. I help with access to our tutoring staff and provide them with resources that are available through the community. But I also teach their very last class, coaching the graduates on professionalism and obtaining employment. This means that I see them at their absolute best and at their most terrified times during their programs. It's my job to help them feel empowered to be successful as they create new lives and new careers. I've worked in higher education for 10 years, and the students at the Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare are different from any that I've ever worked with before. Their passion for health and wellness is contagious. They take pride in coaching others to make healthy decisions. They genuinely care about the clients that they work with, and you can see it in their absolutely sincere interactions with our community. My position at the school allows me to get to know these guys pretty well. Sometimes there are students who go above and beyond what is required of them as students. These students make a special impact on not only the staff at the college, but also on their peers. Our 2 student speakers this year did exactly that. I'd like to welcome our first student speaker to the stage, Ms. Susie Bork.
Hello, everybody. First, I would like to begin by thanking Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare of Herzing University for the opportunity of attending this university. I would also like to thank my son Jace for putting up with my studying, my mom for all of her endless support in various ways, my friends and family, staff and faculty, and all of my wonderful co-eds for your valued support during this life-changing journey. We learned much more than what was required in our academic schedule. We learned a set of principles and values to be strongly embraced in our new careers. The importance of keeping appointments. The diversity is invigorating, and most of all, we learned perseverance. First, a set of principles and values that we are encouraged to embrace are called the price of success. PRICE is an acronym meaning professionalism, respect, integrity, caring, and engagement. In practicing these principles, we have truly learned how very sacred and valuable that the client-therapist relationship is, and that we should be maintaining that with the utmost dignity and respect. Over the past 5,000 years, massage has been a profession. And in that time frame, there have been some individuals who have tarnished the reputation of massage therapists and the massage industry. With that in mind, and in keeping with the spirit of PRICE, we will be proud to be referred to as massage therapists, chiropractic technicians, personal trainers, and healthcare professionals. Human touch is so crucial for the body's healing process. Massage therapy is an extremely intimate and loving form of touch, in that it is an absolute honor anytime a client allows us to work with them. And this encounter will be treated as sacred and highly confidential. Then, the state of Nebraska law, it requires that massage therapists must complete 1,000 contact hours of an academic program in order to receive a diploma. This requirement taught us the importance of keeping appointments. If we scheduled ourselves for clinic hours and were unable to fulfill our duties, we lost academic points. Also, anytime we missed class, we were required to make that time up in a supervised school lab and submit lengthy assignments. Many times, these assignments took well over the time that we had missed. Now, when in business and in the real world dealing with clients, we need to practice those same principles or possibly risk losing our client. I felt like the makeup homework was probably the equivalent of the work that it would take to retain the client if we had missed the appointment, or the equivalent of the time it would take to replace that client if indeed we did lose that client. Next, we've also come to learn that diversity is invigorating. In saying that, I would like to share that I have attended a few universities, and never in my time have I encountered such unique individuals that I have at the Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare of Herzing University. Each and every one of us is so incredibly amazing, beautiful, miraculous, and awe-inspiring. We have ages ranging from 18 to 70, varied educational backgrounds from GED to doctoral graduates, a wide variety of ethnic backgrounds, various physical ailments and body types, various sexual identity classifications such as gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and straight, several varieties of work experience from unskilled to professional, blue collar to white collar, first-time career to those changing careers, to those retired and just looking to give back to the community. There have been times of anger, frustration, tears, joy, and laughter. Differences of opinion, personality conflicts, open sharing, and some amazing bonding moments. The benefits of being surrounded by such a diverse group of people have prepared us for the real world and the wide variety of clients that we will encounter in our future. With all of our diverse backgrounds and personality differences, we have 3 common denominators. We all have the same anatomical makeup. We all love people, and we all love making people feel better. Lastly, we learn perseverance. We were continually encouraged by all to keep after it no matter what. And we were repeatedly told, "You can do this." This encouragement was consistently emphasized by administration, staff, faculty, interns, students, friends, and clients. Every course we took, faculty would ask, "What type of practice would you like to be in?" And they also encouraged us to dream big. Our university offers diploma programs in therapeutic massage, chiropractic technician studies, personal fitness training, and healthcare administration, along with a wide range of continuing education classes for massage therapists. For those who wish to pursue their education even further, our university offers health degree programs for associate, bachelor, and master degrees. In conclusion, we have learned much more than what is in our academic schedule. We have learned a set of principles and values to be strongly embraced, the importance of keeping appointments, that diversity is invigorating, and that we should keep persevering no matter what. And all that has taught us is how to work with all types of people. Again, I would like to thank each and every one of you that is here today. You do make a difference. And to all of my fellow students who endured this journey, you made it well worth it. And we did it. Yay!
Thank you, Susie. Our second student speaker is Student Council member and Federal Work Study Library Assistant, Chris Whitmarsh.
I am going to do my very best to stick to this. I just had to say that to get the face. Chancellor, President Herzing, President Carper, faculty, fellow classmates, friends, and family. It is an honor to be celebrating this day with all of you. For those of us that walked across this stage today, it is a symbol of our own personal journeys that began with a huge leap of faith. When we walked into that classroom for the very first time, and Eric walked in, we were nervous, anxious, and to be honest, I was absolutely terrified myself. I was out of my comfort zone, wondered if I was going to fit in like a junior high kid with my new peers, and just a little apprehensive about the decision I had made as a whole. Over the next 15 months, I would learn so much more than just anatomy and how to perfect my petrissage technique, which, by the way, I think I finally got under control. Steve Maka helped me with that. I learned that there are truly, truly good people in the world, people who genuinely care about our success. Whether we were stressing over a kinesiology test, an A&P test, a hydrotherapy test, a test, dealing with personal struggles, juggling work, school, families, someone was always there to cheer us on, giving a hug, asking how they could help, and bending over backwards to make sure that we made it through whatever we were challenged with. The common theme on campus is acceptance. Coming from a community myself that is often chastised and many times treated less than respectfully by society, I found a home on the Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare Omaha campus. Classmates became family, instructors became friends, and eventually co-workers. And I am honored to be a part of an institution that celebrates diversity and focuses on making sure that we can be the best of who we are, regardless of who that may be. To my fellow graduates, I'll second what Susie said. We did it. With all of the laughter, the tears, countless hours of studying, or in Avery's case, studying 5 minutes before the test and still getting better grades than everybody else, we are truly a family. That bond is forged throughout our time, and it can never be taken from us. I recall a situation in Eastern Wellness. We had a project due, and I don't know why, but I didn't realize that we were presenting it. And I had written a highly personal expose for this project, and the instructor asked if I'd like to still read it, and I said yes. And about halfway through, I became extremely emotional. Before that was over, every class member was around me. And we stood there and we all just kind of hugged each other for about 5 minutes. That's what this school does. I encourage you all to share that love with the rest of your universe and never let go of that passion that we have to help others. Faculty, instructors, administration, words cannot begin to express the good that you are doing for this world. I'm really sorry this is annoying me. You are teaching and sending healers into our communities. From the admissions staff to each and every instructor, you've given us the tools to change the world, and now it is our responsibility to use them wisely. You believed in us when we didn't always believe in ourselves. I thank you for that. To our family and friends, you supported us, you sacrificed your time with us so that we could pursue our dreams. You picked up the slack at home, you fed us coffee when we needed to study, you let us vent about a bummer test or an instructor that we didn't like that day. We could not have done this without you. Each of us has our own reasons for choosing to go back to school. I have 3. Cody, Carter, Kaya, stand up, please. I didn't do this for you. I did this because of you. I did this to show you that you can do anything that you want to in this world. Pick a passion, stop it, and follow your dreams. Sit down. You're making me crazy. I love you guys. The embodiment of the Herzing experience. Acceptance, no matter who you are, where you're from, what you've done, what you're going to do. My passion is helping. My passion is massage therapy. Somebody else's passion is chiropractic. We work very closely together. Medical coding and billing, all the different programs that we offer, we all have a passion. And as we move on to this next stage in our lives, some of us are starting businesses, which is really, really scary. Some of us are continuing our education, which is also really scary. And we're taking so many different paths. But we will always carry the love and the acceptance that we learned at Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare with Herzing University. Send that forward into the universe. Make a difference. The greatest thing we can give this world, no matter who we are or what we are doing, is love. Namaste, thank you.
Thank you, Chris and Susie. I would like to next introduce you to Herzing University founder, Dr. Henry Herzing, who has some remarks for our graduates.
Dr. Doherty, Campus President Harper, graduates, honored guests. It's a delight for me to have an opportunity to speak to you, and it's very difficult to follow those great speeches by the students. I think we ought to give them another round of applause. They did a terrific job. I always enjoy participating in graduations, and you can imagine I've participated in many over the years. but I vicariously get a thrill out of your accomplishment. And I know you rightfully are proud of what you've accomplished and deserve the honor that's being bestowed upon you today. So congratulations. I do have just a couple things I would like to leave with you. But first, I have to I'm always reminded at graduation of a student we had some time ago who kept on arguing with his father about that he wanted to get a car to go to school. And he kept saying, if I had a car, I wouldn't have to wait for the bus. I wouldn't have to stand in the rain. It would be so much nicer if I had a car. So after a while, his father got tired of hearing him arguing and complaining about not having a car. And he finally said, okay, I'll tell you what, we can work out a deal here. I'll buy you a car if you get B's or better in your next semester. If you study the Bible a half hour every day, and if you cut that long, scraggly hair that was ill-kept and cascading over his shoulders. You do those three things, and I'll buy you a car. So the father watched him over the next semester, and it seemed like he was studying pretty arduously every day, and it looked like he was getting the Bible out. So at the end of the semester, the son came home and showed his father the Bible, and he says, you see, I've been studying this a half hour every day. He says, that's right. He says, look at this. B's are better in all my marks. He said, so I'd like my car. The father said, hey, wait a minute. Part of the deal was to cut that long, scraggly hair. Remember, that was part of the deal. And so he shows him the Bible again. He says, let me show you something, Dad. He flips a couple of pages, and he points right here, and he says, it says right here that Christ had long hair. So father asked him, he said, well, let me see that. And he flips another couple of pages, and he says, yes, son, but it says right here he walked wherever he went. So in starting the university, it was a walk, and every journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And eventually we are here where we are today. And I'd like to just leave you with a couple thoughts. Dr. Doherty told you and reminded you, I'm sure, of the importance of a positive attitude. But I think what we often forget is, how do we do that? How do we correct ourselves when we drift off, when we start getting negative? And I want to leave you with a couple thoughts on that. First of all, think of the fact that you are here in the United States of America. Only 6% of the world's population lives here. So you're lucky that you were born here or you are here. You're 1 out of 16 in the world to have the opportunities that are available in the United States of America. Also think about the fact that you now have a diploma or a credential. That puts you in a minority of people by itself. It's something that can never be taken away from you. Think about your health if you're in good health. Think about your family and friends that are here supporting you. Think about your co-workers. There are all these things to be thankful for. And if you think about them, they should help you keep that positive attitude. So when you start slipping, go back to that. The second thing I'd like to tell you is also a brief poem. I guess this is a day for poems. But it has an important message, and it's called The Builder. And it goes along the line of an old man on a lonely highway came of evening dark and gray to a chasm vast, deep, and wide through which flowed a sullen tide. Well, the old man crossed in the twilight dim, for this swollen stream had no fear for him. But he turned when safe on the other side, and he built a bridge to span the tide. Old man, said a fellow pilgrim near, why waste your time by building here? Your journey ends with the end of day. You never again will pass this way. The builder raised his old gray head. Dear friend, along this path, he said, will come a youth this very day, whose feet again must pass this way. This swollen stream, which had no fear for me, may for this youth a pitfall be. Dear friend, I build this bridge for him. And that's what faculty and staff do. That's what teachers do. That's what the faculty and staff, and the faculty in particular of Herzing University have done. They've helped you build a bridge to a new career. Let's give them a round of applause. In a larger sense, though, that's a call to all of us to think about doing more than just serving ourselves and getting out of life what we can. But as we have an opportunity to lend a helping hand to another member of the family, to a friend, perhaps to a neighbor, through community service. So over your long career, when that career finally comes to an end, and at the end of the journey, you can say, I've made a difference. My being here has made the world a slightly better place. Congratulations and best wishes.
I would now like to welcome Jesse Maka, a member of the Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare Alumni Association, and also a brand new member of our faculty. Up to the stage, she's going to lead the graduates in the Herzing University Alumni Pledge.
Graduates, please rise. Please join me in reading the Alumni Pledge found in your program. I acknowledge that I continue to be an integral part of Herzing University and shall honor my alma mater through my choices and actions as a Herzing University alumnus. That having received the best from the university, I need to do my best for the university, remaining responsible towards society and my community. I pledge, therefore, to be a worthy ambassador at large for Herzing University all my life by striving to excel in my chosen career field, to uphold throughout my life the ideals of my alma mater, lifelong learning, nobility of spirit, integrity in everyday life, and ethical living, while respecting the rights and dignity of all people. To this I commit myself, freely and wholeheartedly. Please be seated.
Thank you, Jesse. Okay. At this point, I'm going to invite Renee Herzing, our Herzing University president, to lead the graduates through conferring their degrees. When this portion of the ceremony is finished, we will all recess out. Family and friends, I ask you to remain seated, please. While first those of us on the stage, then the faculty, and finally our graduates recess into the back lobby. At that point, we'll be able to do some formal photographs, and you all are welcome to join us back there. Renee? You go from here to here.
So it's a pleasure to be with you here today. You'll be very pleased to know that I am the last part of the ceremony. I know you got a lot of advice. I heard advice is best given when it's very specific. I want to especially thank our speakers today, Dr. Robert Doherty, and our student speakers, Suzanne Burke and Chris Whitmarsh. And Suzanne mentioned the price of success, which we believe in very strongly, of professionalism, respect, integrity, caring, and engagement. And they're all incredibly important, especially integrity and respect. But it's all nothing unless you engage. So thank you to our student council members for showing what that is. And please always take an opportunity to step up and do what you think needs to be done. And my very specific advice is never, ever, ever be afraid to really use a microphone. Okay? Get close, they don't bite. And if you want to be heard, you need to speak up. So with that, will the graduates please rise? From this day, you will go forth as graduates and alumni of Herzing University with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. As you progress in your careers, I'm sure you will experience some great accomplishments, perhaps exceeding those goals that you even thought possible. But most assuredly, sooner or later, you will face some setbacks, obstacles, or other challenges that may shake your self-confidence. When that happens, think back at this moment in time when surrounded by the faculty and staff of Herzing University and all your family and friends who supported you, that you were honored for what you accomplished. Picture this moment in your mind and recall it when you have any moment of self-doubt. You have done it before, and yes, you can do it again. So by the power vested in me by the Board of Directors of Herzing University, and in accordance with our approval in the state of Nebraska, I hereby declare you graduates of Omaha School of Massage and Healthcare of Herzing University. And yes, you may take that tassel, which is on the right, and move it to the left over your heart as an alum. Thank you very much. Let's applaud all our graduates. That does include our ceremony.